Good morning, teachers. Welcome to Extra Marks Education India Private Limited. We ensure the best of our services, hence, we have updated our system to add some few new changes. So, there are list of updation which has happened to make the classroom more immersive. Hence, I'm taking you to the new updations. First and foremost, I'm going to live class where you can schedule a live class. In the same platform, we have added a feature where any teacher can upload a lecture note. Now, what does upload lecture note means? Any point of time, if you have your own lecture note which is relevant to the topic you're going to teach them or you're going to show them, you can always upload that lecture note here while scheduling the live class. The process remains the same. You're selecting the option of live lecture, you're selecting the board, you're selecting the section, you're selecting the date and time, you're giving a title to the class, you adding a duration to the class, and at the same time, if you have any PPT, if you have any Word documents, if you have any kind of file or a lecture which is going to add some benefit to that, you can upload a lecture note and you can save. Now, once you do that, after the live class is done, when the students are receiving the recorded lecture, they will be having the uploaded lecture note along with your recorded class. So this is one updation. Quickly taking you to the other one, clicking here. Now when you're selecting a class, suppose I'm selecting a live lecture, I'm selecting a board CBSE class, say class 8. Here comes the second updation. The second updation is the teacher can select a multiple section at one go. That means if you have a section like A, B, and C, and you want to deliver a lecture to all the three sections together, you can select all. Or suppose if you want to deliver a lecture, say to section A and section C, you can select section A and section C, and then the other process remains the same and you can save. So the second updation is that at one go you can select a huge number of students to attend your class. This is the second updation which has come. Then comes the third updation. Now what is the third updation? Suppose you want to track during your class what was the interaction between the students, or how the student has responded to you. So suppose you want to see after you are done with your class and you want to see like what they have, how they communicated to you, what are the things they have actually given in your lecture. So what you can do, suppose I'm going to a schedule list. This is the schedule list which has come in front of me. I think you can see there is one new added feature. It is coming. It is basically a lecture chat. Now, when you open the lecture chat, you will be able to see like which are the students who have attended your session, and what they have actually written during the lecture period. So you can open randomly any student chat. You can open and you can see how he or she has communicated. So I have opened the chat box of Tamajoy Chanda. He has written, "Good morning, Miss. Yes, yes." So this way, we are also allowing you to access and see the chat box of every individual student, which will help you to understand, like whether during the class they were with you or not, they were proper or not, their communication was abusive or non-abusive, or they were completely there with you attending the classes. So this chat box will enable every teacher to see what the student has communicated with the fellow children or with the teacher. Now this feature is an added version. Why? Because you will be getting all the student IDs, you will get all the students' name, and this will allow you to see the student chat. Now next option is a status. Now what we are having in the status is a place of, suppose if you find that any child has used an abusive word, or any child has used something which is not as per the topic, going away from the topic, or maybe you are not liking that particular chat, you can always give a warning to the child. First warning, second warning, and access blocked. Now this will remain here. Now whenever you see that you have given any warning, it will be going to Ankit Dev Burma. So first warning means you are asking the child not to use this kind of chat. Second warning means you're giving a second warning and you are telling you shouldn't, and you cannot chat in this form. So these are the status which you can upload at any point of time depending on the child, chat, or how they are interacting with you, or at the same time how they are interacting with their fellow students or fellow friends. So this is the third updation which we have bought here. Then comes another updation, because we received a lot of query from the school end, that how we can track the attendance report. So here it comes. Attendance report is a place where you will find that how many students have actually attended in your class. It will give you a detailed report. Now this is how it looks like. So this, I'm opening one specific lecture, say for example this one. This is a live lecture of class 12 biology. So once you open here, you will see that 21 participant has attended the live lecture. Now these are the name of all the students. This is the serial number, the name of all the students who has attended the class. Joining time, this is the USP. Now, whether the students will have joined on time or they were late, that will also reflect here. So most every student here in this session has joined on time. So it is reflecting the time is 9:20 a.m. and it will show you the date and the time as well. The teacher can also download the same in a physical format, and they can use it for any purpose they want. So the total strength is 52, and out of 52, how many students or children has attended the session? 21. So this is another feature. This is the fourth feature. View participants will allow you to see the name of the students and the mobile number of the students. So that is also there. So it is quite detailed, and it is going to help the school in many ways. Okay, so going back to another feature. Now, most of the time, another query which has come from the school side, like when assigning homework, it becomes difficult for the teacher to evaluate all the answer script individually and and publish it. Hence, we are allowing the teacher to push the answer script. Now how it works, I'm showing you. Suppose you're going to give and assign a homework. You select the homework, you select the board, you select the class. Suppose you're going to assign a homework for class 9, then subject science, class selections is C. Give a question paper name. Suppose you're going to give a question paper on heat. Language is English. Now students means all students, all selected students 52. That means you have an option to choose a certain individual student and push the homework, or you can select all the students by default, although it is selected by default. Now you can select the file. Okay, suppose whatever file you're selecting, you select it from here. And now this is the new feature which has come up. Upload answer sheet. Upload answer sheet means, as you are giving a homework, you're quite aware like what are the answers of each question. So you can upload an answer sheet in two ways. One, suppose if this is the answer sheet, this is the answer sheet. Now you can upload it in two formats. Suppose you can either push on submission or push on evaluation. Push on submission means, if you click push on submissions and then you simply submit, that means as soon as the children will be submitting their question paper, they will be receiving that answer sheet. Number one. Push on evaluation means as soon as they have submitted you the question paper and you have evaluated it, and then they will be receiving the correct answer script. So this is how you can go for both the ways. Either push on submission. I'm repeating again. Push on submission means once every child submit their answer script, they will be receiving the correct answer paper. Second, push on evaluation means once the teacher is done with the evaluation, now the every students will be receiving the right answer script. Now this will actually reduce the workload of a teacher of correcting answer sheet individually, because you are aware of the question, like what are the questions you have set in a question paper, and you have given them the correct answer. So this way the children are also able to access the correct answer or the right answer. Now, another thing is that you can give a start date and an end date of that particular homework. So start date, suppose you're giving today, 27th of April, 7:57 a.m. End date, you can put it to maybe tomorrow, or maybe same day some other time. So that is also an added feature which has been uploaded here. So I hope you have understood this. Okay, then comes the next feature. Just allow me a moment. Okay, the next feature is that whenever you are selecting or you are scheduling a live class, please ensure that you are giving a proper title. Now, title means, suppose, as you can see in the drop down, assuming you are a science teacher and you are teaching them physics, and you taught them something from the chapter called heat. So today you have given the title heat and you have conducted the class. Next day, since you couldn't complete the class on the same day, you want to continue the same class tomorrow also, and again you are scheduling a live class where again you are mentioning the title as a heat. You cannot do that, because one title at one go. Next day, when you're conducting the same topic, you need to write heat 1 or heat 2 or whatever, whichever way you are comfortable. But you cannot repeat the same title every time for conducting the live class. I hope this point is clear to all the teachers. Okay. Then the attendance which is coming, it can work out in the form of a usage report also for the management people, so they will get to understand, like, how much how the classes are going on, in what mode, and how many teachers are doing the classes on a daily period. So these are few features which we have added up. Last but not least, the the important feature which is for every teacher is that they can publish and unpublish their classes. Now, how do they do that? Suppose I click here. If I want to unpublish means if you do not want the student to see this, you can unpublish your note. Now, for unpublishing, what you have to do, you have to select the video, whichever class you have done, select on it. After selecting, you have to click a specific icon where you can publish and unpublish that lecture. Publish is by default. Whenever you are doing any lecture, it will be published by default. But if you want to unpublish it, you have to select on the unpublish button and you have to click on unpublish. I'll show you how it works. Suppose I open one and I go to the action part. Okay, so I click on action. As soon as I click on action, this is something which is coming in front of me. Okay, so this unpublish icon will allow you to restrict seeing, by the students. So if you unpublish it, nobody will be allowed to see it. So I hope you have understood. Publish is by default, which as soon as you do any live class, it will be published by default to every child. But if something you want to unpublish, you can always go ahead with that. So these are few features which is updated, and I hope and I believe it is going to help you to make the classroom more interesting and immersive. Any point of time, if you have any query and questions, please reach us. We are available 24/7. We will be helping you throughout. So thank you for listening. Have a good day. Bye bye.